This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby.
What's up, pal? You walked to the car, get a little
Got my little
jacket?
True Classic jacket.
You
My
got a
True
little-
Classic T-shirt. I
got a
love
little
these
cold?
jackets. No, I just like when I wear a jacket and people go, "Where'd you get that jacket?"
Oh, gotcha. I wasn't trying to.
Well, I'm not doing a
promo.
commercial. I'm just saying
It's 105 degrees outside.
It is so hot, but it's a dry heat, and frankly, I like it. I do.
But you don't do much outside, though.
No. I'm talking. Well, I like to stand still in that heat for a little bit and let that sun
For
bake me
5
up.
minutes.
About 5 minutes.
Dude, I took
Now, more than that, it's going to be a problem.
Bro, I took the boys to the Angels game yesterday.
Yeah.
I got cheap tickets. I'm like 3 rows back from third base. This is great. And I couldn't figure out why it was all empty.
Oh my God.
Bubba.
Oh my God.
And then we get there.
Oh, Bubba, I got one
and
for
Tiger
you.
goes, where? I go, dude, just sit in the front. There's nobody here. This is. I know they suck, but this is ridiculous. Show a little support, Anaheim.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the
Anaheim.
shade. Everyone's in the
Anaheim.
shade. The seats, lava hot.
They're lava
Bossy
hot.
puts his legs on, starts crying like,
They're lava hot.
Dad made a mistake.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Don't go to the beach without an umbrella. You can't go to the beach without an umbrella.
No, not if you're out there. Well, especially if you have kids and the baby. What are you doing?
You're gonna bake. You need shelter. You cannot. People do it all the time. They go to the beach.
Yeah,
No.
No, by the 4th inning, I thought to myself, is this child abuse? And then they were.
4 innings you sat in that sun.
Oh no, we stayed all 8 innings.
Oh, that's impressive.
We stayed
In the
8,
sun.
and then we want to beat traffic. Well, hold on now.
Okay.
They were not happy. I got my ice cream,
Yeah.
tons of fluids, and I bought those fans that they missed.
Sure.
And then we got trout jerseys, right? Because we all love
yeah.
trout.
Yeah.
So we put the jerseys over the head. So we
Okay,
look
because y'all have
almost Middle
y'all
Eastern.
have skin. Y'all have skin that can handle the sun.
Yeah, almost
My
Middle
kids-
Eastern.
No.
Dude, I'm talking. All of us were drenched in sweat. I'm like, oh, we might have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Tiger's starting to melt, not doing well. And then with the fans, Bossy's forced, so he broke the fan. The batteries came out, fell down. So I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. We go to so many games. Every game they ask for a foul ball. I'm like, I can't control it, dude. The chances of it happening are not good. I'm down with the battery, and I hear Boston go, Daddy, ball. I'm like, what? Your boy pops up. I see the ball. Guy in front of me, I'm like, not today. I Randy Moss his ass. Not today. Boom, one-handed.
You
Diet
caught the
Coke in
ball?
this hand.
Is
Caught
this a
the
true
ball.
story?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause-
Caught the ball.
Yeah?
Caught the ball, yeah.
You
Now,
caught
here's
it.
the thing. Yeah, I caught it one-handed.
Now, are you lying to me?
No.
Because
No, I
that's a good
pictures.
story.
No, caught the ball. Why would you lie about a foul ball? But I caught the ball, and then this other dad's hand was, I was like this.
What?
This other dad's hand's on top.
What?
Yeah, and he has little kids too, and he goes, oh, I go, oh, and he goes, I already got one, man. And he goes, that one number 14, threw it to him. So this thing, but here's where it gets a little dicey. I don't know if it was a foul tip that went towards us, or if one of the players threw it over the thing. I swear. Because I'm down like this, dude. So I don't know if they threw it up or if it was a foul ball.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know you. I know you a long time.
Long time.
About 13 years.
Yeah, at
And
least.
you can tell. I can
Probably
always
longer than that.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
is. And then all of a sudden you start telling me about Randy Moss and running. I'm like, and now
Well,
I'm
you know
like,
what Randy Moss is, right?
I know who Randy Moss is.
But the kids say you mossed him because the dad's down there,
Hey,
and I go over him like this.
I got you, bro.
Like this.
Yeah, I got you.
Like this. And then this big fat mom was like, not today. And I was like, no. Boom. And she
Yeah.
goes, Biden. I went, no, Trump 2024.
Yeah,
And
that part I
threw her
believe.
down.
That's
Yeah.
the part I believe.
Yeah.
The other parts,
And then another ball came out and went, no, boss, I need two. Goosh.
Yeah.
But no, I did catch one ball. Yeah. Now, was it
Yeah.
a home run ball? No.
and was it hit? Could have just been thrown.
Could have been thrown from the player.
Maybe the dad didn't actually have.
No, I swear to God. Yeah. I bet if the guy's here, he'll reach out to me. Yeah.
Will he?
We both, literally, I caught like this, his hand's on top. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably thrown.
Swear on the kids.
No, I know.
Swear to God.
I believe.
Yeah.
Was it thrown to you?
I don't see that. I don't know.
don't
I do
know.
not know. I could not
Can't
tell
remember?
you. No, I couldn't see, dude.
Right, you were looking down on the batteries. The battery thing.
Yeah.
Where
Couldn't
they
tell
just
you.
fell out of the battery.
I was like this.
Stories.
Like this.
Good story.
Like this, dude.
Like that.
Yeah. Save the day.
Yeah.
Save the day, dude.
Good for you that you caught a ball.
Kids were stoked, man.
Kids were stoked. In the,
Either way,
Dad
Dad caught a ball.
Either way, Dad caught a ball.
Dad caught a
and that's
ball.
where we're at with this
Dad
story.
caught a ball.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Either
Nothing
way,
wrong.
Dad caught the ball.
Kids were stoked.
And the kids were stoked.
Stoked.
I like this story.
There's no story. Caught a ball.
It's no story, I'm saying.
Bring the picture up, kid.
It's all good. What are we worried about? Look at that right there. There it is.
Go to the before, though. Look and see how empty the stands are. It's 100 degrees.
It's always like that.
Look at miserable. Look, Bossy's ready to fight.
Oh man, they look so cute though. Look at him. Look at Bosty. He's so cute
But look, it is
with his awesome glasses. Dude, that's crazy right there.
It is.
You got to have that too.
Empty, dude.
Oof.
That's how hot it was. Empty, and also the Angels, not great. And they're playing the Mets. We're not fans of the Mets.
And Mike Trout was injured.
Oh, he's out for the season, I think, knee injury.
He's out for this season, yeah.
Jeez.
Kids were not stoked.
Yep.
You saw Bosty's Dickachino, the
That's so
Dickosaurus.
funny to me. What was he making? A tree?
No, man. I sent a picture of what he's making. Go ahead, go to the next slide.
That's so funny to me.
Boom, dinosaur. You can see how he got there.
That's so
You can
great.
see how he got there. Right? You can see how it's a big-headed brontosaurus, but without context, it looks like
Dickosaurus.
a big old
That's
Dickosaurus.
fucking hilarious.
How funny
That's
is that?
really funny. Let's tell him to draw eyes and mouth on that dino ASAP, buddy. That's so funny.
How
Brandon.
pissed is the little girl though behind him? She's disgusted.
That's hilarious.
She's all mother.
She's like, seriously?
How proud is he of it though? And Joanna sent that to me. She goes, "You're gonna die." I go, "What's up?" She goes, "The teacher sent this," but the teachers called to explain it. They're like, "We can't stop laughing." She's like, "We just want you to know he's bringing home this dinosaur cutout project that he did.
Dude.
It looks like something else." And she goes, "And we cannot stop laughing."
And the guy
she
got-
goes, "Hopefully you find humor out of it."
Yeah, it's
I was like,
hilarious.
"Humor? That's how we know. The apple doesn't fall from the
That's
tree."
Genius.
He's so stoked on it.
That's so funny.
I mean, that's a big green dick, dude.
That's a big.
That's assault, brother.
That's a big.
What you doing, man?
That's great. That's a great picture right there.
Isn't that great?
That's hilarious. Wow.
I'm gonna frame that. He's like, "Dad, let me put the eyes on." I'm like, absolutely
Did you see?
not.
Did you watch our boy Joe Rogan's special?
Of course, I'm a good friend.
So I saw
and
that
watch it
live. I saw it live, but
But you didn't support on Netflix.
I didn't support on Netflix
shit.
because I was.
What were you doing?
I had a show in Hollywood, believe it or not, at the Bourbon Room. Beautiful room. So I was doing stand up.
At 7:00 at night?
So
You're lying.
I caught the ball. I caught the ball.
You still don't think I got a foul ball?
No, I mean, I'm saying that I had the show started at 7:45.
That's a lie.
So I had to get.
Because I text you at 6:30, said, "You gonna watch Rogan?" You went, "I'm not."
I'm not, because I had to get in the
You
car
didn't
and
say that.
drive from the beach to the Bourbon Room. So that takes a long time. You want to leave some
No, then I text you.
breathing room.
No, then you were texting me at like 8:39 too.
No, I couldn't. I was going on. I knew I was going on at probably 8:30, so I couldn't.
That's fair. You don't, because if they start at 7, and Joe's special ended around like 8:10, maybe 8:05.
Yeah, so it was an hour.
Dude,
and
how
five.
about, it's a live, huge thing. I mean, Netflix specials are huge.
Yeah.
Chris Rock's was the most watched special ever. You know that? Because it was live on Netflix.
Wow.
That's why the Jake Paul Tyson or whoever he fights, it's not going to happen. But if he did, it's the most watched fight ever because that's the amount of subscribers they have. Rogan would be probably top 3 most watched ever, if not more than Chris Rock's.
Amazing.
Chris Rock's was big coming off the Will Smith thing. But it's live, right? You're a Joe Rogan fan. You buy tickets in San Antonio to his live show.
Yeah.
This bitch in the front row starts chatting. And he goes, "What?" Wait till you see it. I bet they cut it out now because you can only watch the one you're watching now is not the live one. They shoot
chatting.
2, right?
She's chatting.
Dude, he goes, "Oh, you made it, dumbass." Joe. He's so mean up there. He goes, "Oh, way to go. You had one time to make an impression." You're like, "Ooh." And I was like, "Oh, God." And I looked at Joanna. I'm like, "God, I hope she doesn't keep going, man. It's live." But Joe shuts it down.
Shuts it down.
Where the rest of the people are like, "Oh, he's
you
not. He
can't do
doesn't
that.
like this."
No.
Where most comics will be like, "Oh, what'd you say?" No.
No.
I was like, "Oh, God, I hope she doesn't."
He'll be
start
like,
going."
no.
Dude,
Yeah.
shut it down.
Yeah. Well, you got it.
There's some moments that
It's
I'm
live,
straight up
like,
laugh
stop talking.
out loud.
Yeah.
Dude, I like it because he touched on like the personal stuff, like the cancellation. Loved it. Him saying the N-word. So funny. So funny.
He said the N-word?
Oh, it's so good. He doesn't say the N-word. He says how he got in trouble for saying the N-word. And he goes, I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but you've seen his act a million times. But he's talking, he's like, yeah, someone made a montage. Some YouTuber made a montage of me saying the N-word through all the years without context. And he goes, and I wake up, I click on it, and he's like, oh my God, that's so racist. And then he goes, and I look down at the scroll and like, there's 2 more minutes left of me saying the N-word. He's like, oh fuck, this looks terrible. It was so good, man.
That's good. That's good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about the word retard. And people are like, oh, he goes, They go, oh, you're fine with saying retard, but not the N-word? He goes, yeah, because I'm way more scared of black people than the retards.
It's so funny. Did he end his special with the F word?
I forget.
But he said it a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Derogatory word for gays.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
and then
what I saw in
of course the woke is
Salt
going
Lake,
all.
I loved.
Of course, people are like taking out of context.
That's
Like
okay.
New York Post was like, Joe Rogan gets on stage, says Michelle Obama has a dick and doesn't believe in vaccines. Like, or it's a stand-up special, you idiots.
Yeah, well, the far left.
Like, that's a headline?
Is about as humorless as it gets. So
The left in general.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But when I woke up and saw all that, like all the left, like freaking out, I'm like, oh, this special is gonna be massive.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, it was great. I think he had Tony Hinchcliffe and Ron White open for him. I wish they would show the openers too.
Hell yeah.
How dope would that be on a special? Granted, you only have that
You
hour
only have an hour.
airtime, but if
Plus, they don't
it'd
want
be cool to push
They don't
it.
want to be. They don't want to erase their jokes because they're working on a special.
Oh, legit point.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they come up with 15 minutes each. They could burn.
But
It'd be
not
kind of
in
cool.
front of everybody. You want to do the best you can do, you know. And sometimes.
But if you have a 15 hot,
But sometimes when you're working
no,
on
I'm
an
saying
hour,
15 hot just for that. If Rogan 6 months out or a year out goes, Tony, Ron, Netflix is down to give me an hour and a half. I'm only gonna do an hour. Those other 15 come up with 15 hot minutes just for this.
Yeah.
They could do it easily.
Yeah, they can do it easily.
Easily.
They can do it easily.
That'd be dope.
Hell yeah.
Not that those two need more fame, but I'm just saying it'd be dope.
Yep.
Yeah, Rogan crushed it.
Correct.
I wanted to ask him what shoes he was wearing. He's wearing these white dad shoes, and he has big feet for a small guy. His foot's like this,
Giant,
dude.
yeah.
Giant feet, man. And they almost look Velcro.
Well, his shirt was very pumpkin-y.
Tangerine.
That was a bold choice. I'm gonna wear a tangerine shirt.
Tangerine. Usually, he's a big fan of the Nike Dunks. He has some dope Dunks. I think his wife dresses them, but
Tangerine, baby. Look at that.
I like the tangerine. Mix it up.
Who got him
He's
to wear
usually
that?
black.
That's amazing.
I want to know
love
what
it.
kicks he was rocking though. You see the dad shoes?
Oh yeah.
Very Seinfeld-ish.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Seinfeld rocks those. Yeah.
He always
look
wears.
good.
He likes to wear things that don't bring attention to his body
Correct.
because he's muscular. You know. If he's wearing a
muscular,
tight
and he wants to
t-shirt-
hide his tattoos.
Yeah.
No, he crushed it, man.
He looks great. Look at
Absolutely crushed it.
looks great there. I can't wait to watch it. Can't wait. Joe Rogan plays dumb in his Netflix special, The New York Times.
Oh yeah. Then you got some of the woke left being like, if anybody thought that special was funny, you're only supporting it because you want to be on a show. It's like, oh god, dude.
Let's take a little break, just real quick, guys. If you like comedy, Toledo Funny Bone. I am at August 16, 17. I'm at the Toledo Funny Bone. Get your tickets at bryancallen.com. Plano, Texas, September 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Texas.
The House of Comedy, Plano, Texas. I can't wait. So if you're in Texas, come see me there.
Maybe you think people in Plano, Texas need car parts?
Yes.
Well, check out O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly.
They got helpful service.
They're in
They
the
got
business
friendly
of keeping
service.
your car or truck on the road.
Yep, they got accessories in stock, either in store or online. You never have to worry about it if you're in a jam. They can test your battery for free in or out of your car.
They're the
If
best.
it needs to be
I use
replaced,
them
they'll
all
help you
the
find the
time.
right battery.
I use
Yep.
them all the freaking time. I have one literally less than a mile from me, so I'm always up there harassing.
But it's good for if
stupid
you're an auto
questions.
novice like me. You can always find the employees at O'Reilly Auto.
Dude, whether you're
who
a
are
rookie
knowledgeable.
or auto aficionado, they're super helpful and best of all, friendly, Brian.
Friendly.
Professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts are your one-stop shop for all things auto do-it-yourself, and you can find what you need in-store or online. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter.
Whatever.
Another comics talking shit. I'm like, ugh, this way
Really?
that-
Other comics are talking shit?
What? Comics do that? Weird. They're not
great.
supportive.
That's great. That's hilarious.
Heavy lies the crown when you Joe, you know?
Well, you're doing your job. You're supposed to be disturbing. You're supposed to shake the boat. You're supposed to shake things up as a comic, because if you're in the business of satire and comedy. So God bless.
Dude, when he's talking about Alex Jones, he goes, Alex is right on a lot of things. Was way off on that one thing. And he goes, but he's right on a lot of things, completely off on that one thing, though. It's funny.
I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to watch.
Probably the most controversial, not controversial, just, again, a comic being silly said Michelle Obama has a dick. Hilarious.
That's the strangest.
And then he puts 3 things out. You know, he put 3 like flat Earth and this other stuff. He goes, I don't believe it. He goes, I believe those other things. I don't think we went to the moon. I don't believe in, you know, the
He said after COVID, like, I don't know if we went.
And then he goes, but the one thing I don't believe is Michelle Obama has a dick. Yeah. It was funny. You went hard in the paint, man.
Yeah, you should.
Make some waves.
You should. You got to.
What you don't want to do is have someone, you don't want to shoot a special and nobody talks about it.
That's right.
You don't ruffle any feathers. It's not good.
No.
It's not good.
You want to go hard.
Got to go hard in the paint. Yeah.
Yep.
Got to go hard.
He's always been that way. Rogan's always gone hard. He's always fucking gone hard. He's always done, you know.
He goes hard on his podcast. I don't get why people are like, I guess new fans, they're like, what? Joe Rogan? I'm like, what have you been watching for the
job is just
past
to tell the
15
truth.
years?
Your job is to tell the truth as you see it. The part of the reason we laugh is because you're thinking it, but you don't want to say it. You're thinking shit that you can't say at work, you'll get fired, but I say it for you. That's one thing. The second thing you can do is say shit that you never thought about but felt. It's like, fuck, that makes sense.
Yeah, and exaggerate.
And exaggerate.
And he's going to exaggerate
Like
his beliefs that ruffle your feathers. That's why he's
when he
doing
got
it.
COVID, he's like, if I die from this, I talk so much shit, this is bad, you know? So yeah, and that's a real feeling that we all go, yeah, that's funny.
No, I was proud of him. He fucking crushed it, man. Live,
gotta
too. There's not too many comics that can do it live.
Yeah.
Joseph, ready to go.
That's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it takes the right kind of dude to do it. He's the guy for it. Yeah, that stuff doesn't bother him, you know?
No.
So you had a show Saturday night?
Had a show Saturday night at the Bourbon Room, which I really love. I don't know if you've been there. It's on Hollywood Boulevard. It's a great room, man. God, it's such a great room. It's where Sam Tripoli shot a special.
I was going to say, Sam's the one who told me about it. Sam's always harping about that
I love it. It'd be a great place to put a show on periodically.
I think Sam does.
Does he?
He used to.
Yeah, maybe. It's a really
Before he's doing
room.
Comedy Chaos at the store, I know he was there.
Just getting, going to Hollywood Boulevard. I hate Hollywood so much.
It's tough.
I hate it so much. Just for me to drive to Hollywood is like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, there's something about it. I get anxiety.
Yeah, I hear you.
Me too, right? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. When I was younger, no problem. Now, oof. Just everything from the traffic to the way it looks, it hurts my eyes.
Yeah, even when we were driving to Anaheim, my kiddos are small. They don't know. Like when we pass by the NBC building or the Warner Brothers, they're like, oh my God, Dad, that's NBC or CBS. In my head, I'm like, yeah, your dad got his dreams wrecked there twice. But I don't say that.
Dude, I spent
I'm like, oh, Dad pitched several shows there that they never picked up.
Yeah.
That place is a hellhole.
Sure.
And Bugs Bunny doesn't live in that fucking tower.
The number of times I've spent...
There's no Animaniacs, you little bitches.
I've shot shows there. I've auditioned for shows. For the 30 years I was in LA, so many things I've done there. It's just like...
Yeah, I have great memories. Certain things I have great memory. I can remember a ton of stuff. But yeah, some of it's triggering for sure.
Man.
Some of it you're just like, oof.
What's funny about you get older is I hadn't been in Hollywood in so long, and I was coming back, and there's a restaurant called Marino's, amazing restaurant on...
Dan Marino's?
No, it's called Marino's.
Old Steakhouse.
Yeah, but this is Marino's on Melrose. And Sal Marino, who is a genius, he's a genius chef. And that's his father's restaurant. His father died of cancer. He took it over. And I've known him. Me and Rogan were going to his restaurant back in the day, 20 years ago.
It's still there?
And he's got a new restaurant. He took over his dad's, but he is that's it right there. This dude is a true genius.
It's Italian?
Yeah, but I've known him 30 years, bro, and I just surprised him. I hadn't seen him in almost 10 years.
You went in by yourself?
I walked in and he just goes, holy fuck, and we just hugged. We're two old guys now with gray hair and older kids. He opened a $40 opened a $40 bottle of wine. A 40-year-old bottle of wine. A 40-year-old and just fucking talked.
Fucked after?
Caught up and shit.
And you fucked each other?
There is him and Mario, his brother. That dude on the
he's
right.
not that old. He doesn't look that old.
No, now he's got gray hair. He's my age. He's 58.
Oh, that's not a current pick?
No. But Sal is a guy who lives to cook. He's a true chef. He grows his own tomatoes. He's a fucking maniac. He's the original crazy genius chef. Marino's. If you ever want to go to the best restaurant, that's his dad.
Not to be confused with Dan Marino Steakhouse.
Correct.
They're out of business and wasn't the best service. I've been there twice.
No, his name is Salvatore
They're
Marino.
in Florida.
Back there as a young genius. Rogan used to talk about it. We'd go there and eat shit. He'd cook shit and we'd be like, what the fuck is this? He's an OG. He's the original.
That's in Hollywood?
Yeah, but it was just so cool to catch up with somebody I hadn't talked to in a long, long time, and to see each other and go, look at us with our
alive.
gray hair, and
Still alive.
and our teenagers, our screenagers.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, pretty wild. Pretty wild. Now, I've been watching the Olympics.
Well, I'm still boycotting it.
You're still boycotting it. Did you watch the American win the 100-meter final? Bring up the picture of that.
No, I saw
100-meter
it.
final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting about him is he wins, right? But he had interviews where he's talking shit to the NBA. He goes, they call themselves the world champ. They ain't no real world champs.
Yeah.
Let me educate you, dumbass. So they are world champs because
It's a worldwide sport.
it's a worldwide sport.
He's a silly goose, though. If you actually hear him talk, he's pretty humble.
No, I heard him talk. Yeah, I saw the clip, saw the interview. So here's how the NBA works. It's not just for Americans. It's a worldwide sport. It just so happens to be that organization is in America.
Yes.
But there's Serbians on the team.
Correct.
There's Greek.
Yes.
There's fucking Africans.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of people from all over the world. The reason you don't see more is because they're not the best.
That's right.
So if you win the NBA championship, you're a world champion. It's the exact same thing as you're doing.
I think he was trolling a little bit.
He wasn't. I'm telling you, I watched
No?
it. No.
But
It's a fun clip.
He's cocky, but God, is he? He's the fastest
Fast?
man on earth. That's the fastest. That's the third fastest man to ever live. It's kind of weird, crazy, right? Now he was trailing. He was last when it started because he's actually a 200-meter racer, and he's going to win that too. But he starts getting his speed at about 100 meters. So the Jamaican gentleman, he got him he beat him by
The Jamaican gentleman.
5,000ths of a second.
This is my thing with the Olympics. We are so into it for 1 month.
Yeah.
You've never talked about sprinting before this.
No,
That's my favorite.
No, there's something about the fastest man on earth, though, that draws all the crowds. It filled a stadium. And that's the highlight of the Olympics for some reason. Everybody wants to see who the fastest man
Ooh,
on
I think
earth is.
gymnastics
Well,
gets more
that's
views.
huge.
Gymnastics and swimming might be track.
No. The track's actually
Look it up,
the biggest
Jen.
still. Track's the biggest.
What gets the most
The
views?
highlight is the fastest man and fastest woman. It just is. And I've never understood swimming's exciting because the difference between first place and fourth place is 2 blinks of an eye.
Gymnastics, yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gymnastics is amazing.
Yeah. Gymnastics can beat track every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's incredible. Gymnastics is incredible, men and female. But women are more exciting in some ways. Simone Biles does shit that's like part of it's just she gets such air. She can do the craziest shit, and she's 4'11". I mean, I've never seen anything like it. And clutch, the whole world watching. She's like, watch this, no flaw. How about I win a gold again? Just
What were you
clutch.
going to say, Sinas?
Did you actually watch her do her, like one of her events? They were showing the crowd and they're showing like Flavor Flav. He's sitting super close.
Snoop.
Snoop. They're all super close. And then they pan to her mom and dad. Who are
Nosebleed.
so high up. The father has binoculars.
That's weird.
And I'm like, what is happening?
I didn't see that
she'd get
part.
seats for her parents, but they put them up so high he had binoculars to see his daughter win.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
It was unreal.
Damn, I didn't see that.
And then you know what I always feel bad for? There's Simone Biles, but there's always that girl that's right under her that's almost just as good, but
Yeah.
not.
But sometimes her time comes. Like there's like that 16-year-old who's a beast. Like in another
Yeah.
4 years, her time would come.
Well, like
There'll
Katie
be another
Ledecky,
Simone.
like people don't remember this. She started the Olympics at 15.
The long distance swimmer?
Yeah.
She's the best ever. 15 years old.
15 years old.
She beats everybody by
wild.
like a mile.
But now she's, I mean, she's much older now. But I mean, she started. Imagine going to the Olympics and you're like in your late 20s and
Yeah.
the person next to you is 15.
yeah, and she wins gold.
Yeah.
Well, there's that track kid. He didn't place first, but he's 16. It's setting world records. He won the junior world title, and then they put him in this, and he wasn't supposed to place, and then qualified.
Oh.
He's 16.
Wait, I think
His
I know what
dad
you're
was
talking
with him the
about.
entire time.
That's insane.
Like in the tunnel, his dad's
he
like, "You
from?
ready?"
What?
Quincy Wilson?
Yes.
Is he a sprinter?
He runs, man.
Wow. Yeah, dude, it's exciting. I have to say, I've watched a lot of it.
16?
The decathlon.
You know what the question I have about that though is? So do you guys remember it was literally like a month ago, people of Paris were revolting and being like, we're taking dumps in the Seine River because it's so dirty. And now we have athletes swimming in it who are getting sick.
That's because they clean up when the Olympics get there. Then we leave, it goes back to bullshit.
Yeah.
But they're still getting sick.
Yeah,
so clearly that polluted water is not okay.
Yeah, it's not okay. It's definitely not okay.
Why are we allowing it?
I don't know. Did you see what the even I tweeted this out where it was, male boxer competing in female sports and they get super complicated.
It does.
You can go down a rabbit hole, dude.
I did go down the rabbit hole.
I went down the rabbit hole.
What do you think? Because this is interesting.
This is what's tough. What's tough is, so the reason the World Championship organization in boxing didn't allow her to fight, because technically she was born a male.
So technically she was assigned female at birth. She has Swyer syndrome, it looks like. So that would be, you can be born with a vagina and reproductive female organs, but have an XY chromosome.
Yes. And she has testes inside, right?
That's
what I read.
Thing. That can be an intersex thing. It doesn't appear to be that, but she was assigned female at birth, and she does have female.
See, this is where it's tough, because I heard opposite. Because the reason the World Championship Federation canceled her, because she wasn't assigned female at birth. There's a lot of fake news. Like, I don't know.
I don't either.
This is the problem. All this is a problem. Yeah. It's tough because I think, the people on the right, I'm right. We're so sensitive to men transition to beat up women, and that's not right. This person didn't have the decision, but they're getting lumped into that toxic, horrible shit.
It's a bummer. That's why I've been super quiet about it, because I believe
you went hard in the paint on Wednesday's podcast.
Yes,
you weren't quiet,
right? But I believe she's a female, and I believe that
I don't know. I see things where it's not.
Well, so they did say she was assigned female at birth. She's been a gal for her whole life. She is a woman. The issue is, if there's a runner like this, the African runner in the last Olympics, okay, and she's intersex.
And
what do you do? I don't know what to do.
That's my thing. Should they not be allowed to compete? Then also, so it's different because she's not taking hormones and trying to turn into a man, right? She was born with it. And then if you're just talking about
castor semina.
Then if you're just talking about advantages you've had when you're born, well, Michael Phelps was born with bigger lungs. He has 20% bigger lungs than the rest of.
Look at Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner is clearly. There's something going on there where it's definitely something more like intersex or whatever. I mean, so I for me,
but it's weird because if she's born like that, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, well, she has a competitive advantage. Like, I know, but she didn't take anything to get that advantage. Also, if you want to talk about competitive advantages, you're born with it and you start banning people. Hold on. Do you want to test the testosterone levels as Tyreek Hill? You don't think his testosterone's twice as high as most fucking people on that field because he's born with that? So it's just like competitive advantage, born with it.
That's an intersex woman right there. She was an 800-meter runner, and it's that. But she was born with female reproductive parts.
I don't know what you do. It's super complicated. But the problem is the right. They're like, look, they're doing it again, which we all thought. They're like, look, it's a male that couldn't hang as a male boxer competing female.
That's not,
and you're like, but because we're so triggered, because we see the left pushing that agenda, we're like, oh, hell no.
Right.
And you fight back on that. And this poor girl's like, no, hold on. Yeah. I'm not that.
And also,
but
she got lumped into that. She didn't have some like winning career. This is recent. She's coming into her own. So,
it's complicated.
It's complicated. And I don't think it helps to make fun of her, and I don't think it helps to say that you're trans because she's not. So, yeah, man. Yeah, it's complicated, dude. It's complicated.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with it.
Well, in some cases, intersex people are not allowed to compete. So Castor Semenya was not allowed to compete. She wasn't allowed to compete in the World Championships.
That's not fair either, is it?
It's not.
Because if it's their passion and they're like, hold on, I was born like that. What the fuck you want me to do?
I don't know what you do. I actually don't know.
And also, no one's taken her blood level. Like, we don't know where testosterone's at.
She won't do it. She won't agree to the tests.
That's trouble. All I know is complicated. And here's the thing. That's above my pay grade. I'm a moron. I don't know. That's all I know. I guarantee you, though, if my daughter was boxing in the Olympics and she beat her ass, I would be furious. Furious.
Well, you can see that Castor Semenya. If Castor Semenya decided to be a boxer instead of a runner, it'd be a problem for a lot of women. you can see how she's built. You know.
Yeah, track I don't care about. No one's getting hurt. There's no, like you're not getting punched in the face.
Yeah. But,
Okay,
But
well,
it's a tough one.
Hey, okay, hey.
I know.
Hey, no. Hey, go race against homeboy who hates the NBA. Do that.
It's a tough one, Bubba.
That one's not. You know what you're doing.
But she's a woman. She's just intersex. She has that condition.
What's intersex?
Intersex is when you have gonads that are the inside of your body.
And they produce testosterone?
Yeah.
Okay.
She has male characteristics but female genitalia. It's fucking tough, man.
Yeah,
It's
you
fucking
racing against the dudes.
tough. But then that's a disadvantage too because she's in the middle. It's tough.
Or do you give her testosterone to match the rest of the males?
I don't know.
Because what you can't do is she has such a significant advantage over the women. You can't. That's just not fair. She can dominate. With the males, you ain't gonna dominate because you don't have the same testosterone.
It's a real problem in the sport. It's a
Hey.
real problem. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Hey, bro.
Okay.
Hey, no.
I know.
No.
It's been a thing. It's been a thing.
It says intersex is a general term for people born with sex traits that don't fit the binary medical definitions of male or female. These traits can include chromosomes, genitalia, or reproductive systems. Intersex traits can be present at birth, during childhood, or later in adulthood, or sometimes never.
It's a thing, man.
I don't know what you do.
I don't either.
It's super
I actually
complicated.
don't know.
But I'm against
I'm
women
uncomfortable
that
banning
transition.
them.
I'm against
Of course,
women
of course.
or men that transition to women competing against natural born women.
Biological males.
That's all I give a
females,
fuck about. This way above my pay grade. Sounds super complicated. Not a science.
But you, like me, probably lean on allowing them to compete for the most part, right?
No, I don't.
You don't.
No. Not against other female. No, I don't. When Chin keeps bringing up these pictures,
these are on.
Tough, man.
Beautiful suit.
and then someone had that
It's tough.
female
It's so
boxer
humiliating.
chilling, like getting ready for a fight, just like this, just like a dude. And you're like, oh man, some girl's about to get her ass whooped. Let's take a little break because this episode of Finding Kids is brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
That's right. Listen,
Insurance can be
29
overwhelming,
million.
dude.
Yep. Over 28 million people use Progressive. All you got to do is visit the website, get a quote, and all the coverages you want, like comprehensive and collision coverage or personal injury protection. Then you'll see Progressive's direct rate, and their tool will provide options
Yeah, give
from
their
other
nifty
companies all
comparison
lined
tool.
up. Yep, and all ready to compare. So it's simple to choose the rate and coverages you like.
You're talking about their nifty comparison tool. You give it a try, you might just find you're getting the rate and coverage you deserve. It's so freaking easy. Like Brian said, get a quote at progressive.com. Join over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. Progressive.
Well, there's a boxer from Taipei, same thing.
It's complicated, but my pay grade. The problem is she got lumped into this horrible, toxic conversation going on in America.
It sucks.
So the backlash. But then what to add to it is that whole, Last Supper trans thing. So you mix that with it. It's the perfect shit storm.
There was a pastor who said,
And I'm all for
No,
it.
this pastor said the greatest thing about that Last Supper thing. The pastor said, but that's pagans are going to pagan. And he said, if you're a Christian, that mockery comes with being a Christian. He's like, they took Jesus Christ and they literally put a crown of thorns on his head and made him put a sign over him that said King of the Jews. They made him wear purple robes.
Yeah.
They tortured him. They were like, it was the ultimate mockery. Oh, you're the king? Put a crown of thorns on him. So mockery comes with the territory. And he's like, you get stronger as a result. It's not, of course they mock you.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy
Of course
sounds
they
like a
mock you.
pushover.
But it was wild the way he said it. It just galvanized more Christians.
Yeah, I don't know.
What were you going to say?
You do that to any other religion and they're setting that fucking place on fire.
Yeah.
Christians like, it's just what they do.
No, Christians pray for you, forgive you, and love is the answer. And that's why it endures. That's why it's so strong.
Well, that's why they keep doing it.
But it's also why it endures. No matter what you do. No matter what you do, it seems to endure. They take Jesus Christ, put him up on a cross, mock him, kill him, torture him, and what happens? He becomes a martyr and an entire religion is born. So
Sure.
That's the strength of Christianity. Turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. Love your enemy. Pray for your enemy. Holy fuck. That's radical. That's a radical and powerful thing to do. Forgiveness and praying and loving your enemy, okay. Tough. Hardest thing in the world.
At some point, you got to put your foot down. Them. Hey, we said mockery's fine. This Jesus Christ. What are we doing? Literally, Jesus Christ. What are you doing? You have that fat lady pretend it's Last Supper, knowing damn well she's had way more than Last Supper. What are we doing?
Listen.
You have all these trans and shit,
And so it goes.
and we just take it.
But it'll always be that way. And so it goes.
Yeah, because we're the only one that believes that. You know.
No, it's part of being, it's part of the experience, Bubba.
Yeah. What can you do? I mean, I don't. There's not much you can do.
Well, what it did is it caused a lot of Christians to go into the street and sing and galvanized a whole bunch of Christians.
That'll fix it.
But in a way, it's
Oh yeah, go to the streets and sing.
It's an act of defiance and much stronger. And societies that do that over societies that blow themselves up seem to be doing better, don't they? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I don't know.
You can make that argument.
Yeah, I don't know if singing would do it.
I heard a priest say.
I mean, there were companies that are Christian based that pulled funding. That's how you do it. That's how you affect the bottom line.
Yes.
That's
but
what
I went to church in Florida. I
sing.
went to church in Florida. My wife's family goes to church every Sunday, and so I went there. And the pastor said something really, really cool. He said they were talking about there was this thing with Christians being mocked and stuff. And he said, "Hey guys, I got news for you. God doesn't need your prayers. I mean, in other words, God's got this. In other words, he doesn't need you to defend him. He's got this. Now, it's good that you pray and you do a good thing, but he's got it. He doesn't need you." It was kind of an interesting thing. It's like, yeah, okay. Doesn't need your help.
It's one way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting, though. I thought that pastor kind of put it in.
God got us. Like, cool. I don't need to keep making donations, showing up every Sunday.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just pulled my shirt open and I just had a huge tattoo crossed my chest and I was like, Russell Brand 2.0.
I'd be more surprised by that than if it was a big cock.
Yeah. If you don't think I've been dissecting, just watching, freeze framing on these Olympic sprinters' bodies.
Oh no, the pole vault. The big pole vaulter with a big dick.
I appreciated
But
that.
if you're gonna fail, and
That's
you
the
do
way
it
to
with a big
fail.
dick, I bet he's gonna get sponsorship from somebody, right?
Well,
I mean, your whole life you've dedicated jumping
Joy
on a
mode.
pole.
Massive.
Yeah, Joy Mode could do it.
By the way, this didn't cost him gold. I think this was a lower thing, and he didn't even make it to the prelims or something.
Boom, big dick.
He had already.
Big floppy dick. Hits the pole.
That's awesome.
Get ready.
Oh, save that. That one's so awkward. We'll get to it in the current events.
Okay.
Yeah, save that. But that pole vaulter, probably best thing that could happen to him, because we've never talked about pole vaulting on here, right? Even though it's the Olympics, and every 4 years we like to pretend, especially you're into sprinting and all this shit, right? And it's all entertaining. Oh, there goes Bryan.
Well, I'm into competition,
Sure.
and your whole life depends on 10 seconds. That's badass, right? So every little detail, preparing for that, like swimming, or every little detail makes a difference.
Sure. So does UFC fighting every Saturday. So Cory Sandhagen, he didn't make the adjustments. He lost. His career,
We'll get to that.
different forever.
We'll get to that. Yeah,
You watch.
that's everything, right?
Yeah.
But that's why you watch the Olympics. It's
Yes and no.
it's what do you mean yes and no? The competition is so severe. You watch because it's so competitive that every detail, every decision you make, everything has massive consequences. Again, the difference between first place and fourth place in swimming is 2 blinks of an eye.
But every Saturday, Sunday, all professional sports are that. So if every 4 years you're getting excited about a guy running, and you're like, it's the competition, you can get that every Saturday.
Yeah,
and
you
Sunday.
can make mistakes though in a 25-minute fight and recover from them. You can't make any mistakes in a 10-second race, right? That's why I think.
I don't know. I don't know if you can say that. You're saying it like in football, and because it's longer.
Yeah, you can adjust and you can still win, come back. I think 10 seconds, or a swim that's, a minute or less.
So are you more impressed with the guy that runs for 10 seconds or the guy that fought for 25 minutes?
That's not a question I entertain. I'm just impressed with both.
See that you just entertained it.
Yeah,
you
I just like
entertained
it.
Yeah.
But I just like watching it. That's why it intrigues me. The Olympics is fun because it's competitive, because it's competition at its highest level. And
Sure.
I love that. And everybody then now even like I make fun of things like the shot put, the hammer throw, but again, it's the same thing. The high jump, it's a tough thing, but that's what you specialize in all the time. And
Well, you'll watch it because you know it's the very best that we have to offer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But you wouldn't watch it as just a regular comp. Like, you wouldn't just watch a regular track meet.
No.
You know, because they're not the best.
no.
The only reason you're watching is because they're the absolute best in the world.
Yeah.
You're trying to see what the
I
best
like,
look
I like, there's a reason football players, baseball players, basketball players make more money. More people watch it. It's more intriguing over a long period of time. It's just something about it. When you see,
Some would say tougher to do. Yeah.
when you, I don't know about that.
Interesting. Running for 10 seconds or running a route in
To be the best in the world at it? No.
Well, hold on. Those NFL receivers you're watching, you think they're not the best in the world?
Yeah, but to be the fastest man in the world requires
Definitely tough.
Requires everything from you. Now
sure.
you've got to have the physical stuff too, but it just requires everything. So I don't know that they train less. I don't know that they think about it less. So for example,
No, it's not, but you're missing the point. It's not training less. They have less factors to worry about, right? So if you're running, catching a ball, you're competing against another individual defending you from achieving that. And then the timing of the ball and you catching it, it's all in sync,
we
right?
can go down this rabbit hole with different sports, but you could say like gymnastics, you're fighting yourself, like Dominic.
Correct.
You know, Simone Biles.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Simone Biles said, "I'm always competing against myself."
Exactly. Yeah, there's nobody else out there.
Yeah, but it still doesn't mean it's less hard. It just doesn't.
No, I think it's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Like you're still
think they're
fighting
different.
yourself. You're still like when something's so precise, like figure skating is one of the reasons I like watching or gymnastics. One little miscalculation, one mistake, and it's the difference in going home and going with gold. So it's so
But
delicate.
at least it's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you've been training and you're in the Olympics for figure skating and you fall down, that's on you. If that receiver in the NFL doesn't catch the ball, sometimes it's not on you. Sometimes that world-class cornerback made a play.
Different sport.
Yeah.
Different sport.
Yeah.
Different sport. I mean, it's all different, but it doesn't mean one is less than the other. They're both fun to watch. It just the Olympics is there. Like I don't think you could have swimming. If you had swimming every Sunday, nobody's watching swimming every Sunday.
No one's watching anything they do. every
Yeah,
Sunday.
and that's why in the Olympics-
That's why it's once every 4 years.
Which is why, like, when you choose to be the best backstroker or the best hammer thrower, man, that's a risk in a way. It's a because there's a very good chance you'll do that and you'll never place anywhere. And it's like,
Yeah, but it pays for their college.
does it though? How do they make money? How do these guys make money?
NIL deals in college now, but then also they're competing worldwide all
Right.
throughout the year. So
track
you guys only
athletes and
watch
all
it every 4 years.
Yeah.
They're competing way before that. The world championships, national championships, locally.
How do they make money though? Are they sponsors?
Sponsors, but only a few. You know,
I was gonna say, if you're a swimmer, you got one sponsor in the game, Speedo, right? Like you're basically naked. I don't know, man. It's tough. Paid not a lot, right? They're not paid to compete. You gotta have a second job. You gotta have another job.
Oh yeah, the number one swimmer, the male swimmer. He's I was watching the behind the scenes on him. He had like a job like my brother. He's like doing computer fucking programming, and then would get done with that. He had like a Zoom call. Then he went and swam, came back.
Home Depot hires a lot of those athletes. It's like,
I guess.
yeah,
And then think how much the Olympics makes. And y'all want to shit on Dana White for not paying his athletes?
Bobby Finke. You're right.
Yeah, Bobby Finke. He's like a computer programmer or something.
Damn.
Yeah. And his wife is an Olympic medalist too.
Thanks for playing. I got swim practice today. That's a lot. You know, yeah. Table tennis, that was pretty wild. You watched that ping pong shit? No. But again, it's like,
No, man. No, I didn't watch that, man.
oh, that's fun.
I watched Umar versus Cory Sandhagen.
Now let's get into that.
Yeah, can we?
Let's get into the
Can we get into
UFC
real sport?
fights, dude. All right, don't say real sport. They're all sports. Let's get into that. I can't watch Tony Ferguson lose anymore. I just can't do it. And I'm
At least
glad
he didn't get beat up
starched.
this
I was
one.
gonna say,
Yeah, at least he just got choked out.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. So would you never watch Tony fight again?
Never.
Hold on. Now let me pitch you on this. Never say never. So Tony Ferguson's legend, right? He's done a lot for the UFC.
A lot.
What if you found out in December? Because they need to give him the proper send-off. The proper send-off can't be in Abu Dhabi and he puts one glove down because they didn't know if it was his last fight. You got to give him the red carpet treatment. You need the video montage. You need everything. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Everybody knows it's both their last fights. There's a video montage lined up for both gentlemen. It's the third fight on the main card at UFC 309 or whatever in November, December. You do, and we know it's his last one. He's agreed to it. The other fighters agreed to it. And there's a double montage. The fans are going to be stoked, and we're going to make money, and we're going to get views off this. Tell me if you'd watch this.
Okay.
Hold on. Tell me if you're going to watch this. Tony Ferguson, Nick Diaz.
I was going to... Nick Diaz.
Nick. Not Nate. No. Nick. Because you remember, Nick was scheduled to fight Vicente Luque. Fucked up. What are we doing?
No.
But Nick, we know he probably has one left. Tony, we need to send him off the right way. He's neither's going to get royally beat the fuck up, or it's fight of the year.
I like the way you're thinking. I think...
You can't send him off like this in Abu Dhabi.
No.
You owe it to him to get... If he wants to do one more, you do it the proper way. We need a video montage.
I feel like Nick is a lot bigger, and Nick is a puncher.
What do you mean puncher? Like knockout artist? No, he's a volume puncher.
Yeah, he's a volume puncher.
Yeah, it's safe.
I just don't want to see Tony get punched in the face anymore. I like it. I like where you're thinking. I like what you're saying. Because I want to give Nick a great send-off.
Yeah, you're not
Tony
going
a
to give
great
him fucking
send-off.
Sean Brady or some fucking heavy-handed hitter.
No,
You no, exactly. So you give him another vet, legend, Nick Diaz, the video montage lined up.
Nate, but...
No. Take Nate out of it. You give Nick Diaz.
What kind of send-off do we give Nate Diaz?
He left and he's doing his own thing. If he comes back, they'll give it to him. But he's fought Jake Paul. But he's making money. He just fought Jorge.
Yeah,
Take
he's
Nate
doing
out
well.
of it.
Yeah.
Nick was scheduled to fight, dude. Vicente Luque. So we know they offered him a fight. He couldn't make it for whatever reason.
I like it. I like what you're saying.
You give him special gloves for two legends. Come up with a cool color, maybe a purple, maybe a green, a one-time thing. You give him a video montage. You know, I know, the entire fan base knows this is it. You're never going to see either of them again. We do a dope lead up to it. The shit talking will be great.
I like it.
3 rounds.
I like it.
You give him the bonus.
3 rounds.
You pay him a special fee.
Yeah.
And you put it, it's not co-main event. Get out of here with that. You can make it main event on a fight night, but I think they deserve 3 rounds. They're placed third on the card placement. So, you know, first fight, second fight, third fight's always tasty. Co-main event, main event.
Yeah, you're good. You're good at this. You're good business
That's what
guy.
I do.
I like it.
that.
Who wouldn't watch it?
I would. All right.
Now, what do you think is more views? Tony versus Michael Chiesa in the middle of the afternoon, or fucking Nick Diaz versus Vicente Luque and he gets his head kicked off? No one wants
we
to see
don't want that.
Or does Tony, Nick, the fan favorites? We can sell that, Daddy. Special gloves, last fight, retirement fight.
Yeah.
Give them extra 500K each.
Yes. Tag team Brendan Schaub in there.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Tag team him in there.
Tag me in, dude.
Tag me in there. Yep.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, it would.
See, so never say never.
Never say never. Figueroa and Chito. That was. I thought the fight was very good.
Hell yeah, it was
and I
good.
thought Chito started getting his rhythm in by the 3rd round, but he's
That needs to be a 5-round fight for Chito.
slow starter. Yeah,
It's a
and could've-
bummer because
could've
if
easily
he's not the
been-
main event, they give him 3 rounds, and he's a slow starter, so he always loses. You know, the first, second round.
Yeah.
5 rounds, I think he beats Figueiredo.
Me too. Start putting his hands on his face more.
Sort of have success.
I think
stop the takedown.
Figueredo won that with those takedowns. You know, he just was pressing the action and just.
He also
taking them
dropped
down.
them in the 3rd
Yeah,
round.
that's right.
That was, yeah, it was
That's right.
a game changer. He
That's
dropped
right.
because it was 1-1
right.
going into the 3rd.
That's right.
And he dropped
He
them.
dropped them.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
That put the nail in the coffin.
That's right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
That was the first time ever he's been
Yeah,
apparently
dropped,
dropped.
them.
That's
So
fucking
I was
right.
like, oh, unless Chito answers back, he never got the opportunity. And then Bullet looked good. Do you like
looks
that
great.
kid?
I love him. He's very unorthodox. He reminds me almost a little bit of Jiri. Like he's just
Wild.
jumping around, hitting wild and stuff
Fun
like
to
that.
watch.
He's been fighting forever. He's got one fucking eye. He's giant. He's got the biggest
You know, that's
head.
why he can't fight in America. Everyone thinks it's
Yeah.
because his ties,
No.
politically, like Hamzat. It's not. It's because the commission won't sanction him to fight in America
Right.
because he has one eye.
He's also got the biggest head on the planet. He looks like a
Dude,
giant.
and with that red mop,
Yes.
it just, he looks like,
like you'd see him in an
He's the
Irish
hormone
forest.
monster.
He's the guy you'd see in an Irish forest.
He's the hormone monster from Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Bring it up, Chin. Hormone monster, Big Mouth. But he has red hair.
Just awesome. And
You gotta be. See, I think he just has to be a fan favorite. You know,
Yeah, he's
like
awesome.
there he is.
oh my God,
There he is. There he is.
that's
Right
great.
there. That's him right there.
100%.
There you go.
He's a
Take
beast.
it in.
He's been fighting forever. And he's so rugged. He's so fucking rugged.
But he can't wrestle.
he's
Huge hole in his game.
I was impressed with him.
So there's a ceiling.
But he kept the. He did a good job neutralizing some wrestling with what's his name, and that guy's pretty tough. Had his back at one point, kept him from doing it. So he's harder to submit, I'd say. The guy, last guy I fought, what was his name?
Yeah, Mikhail Oleksiejczyk, I think.
Yeah, who's got no muscle tone. One of those guys who you just don't judge a book
Yeah,
by
the
its
UFC
cover.
just has to be careful with their match. I think you just need to let him do his thing. He's the fun stand-up guy with one eye, looks like a pirate.
Yes.
You give him the fun matchups, but as far as him like top 5, not happening.
It's not happening because you just can't deal with the wrestling.
Yeah. No, you get annihilated.
Plus, you got to say also, I mean, one eye is hard. That's a whole blind spot.
Yeah, that's why the American Commission goes, nah, man.
No.
You have one eye.
Yeah.
He needs to call Bisping and be like, how'd you do it, dude? Bisping was fighting with one eye, winning world championship.
He's very, very big, and a lot of these guys are big, but he's big, like tall, and
You know what Bo Nick will do to him?
be a big problem.
The biggest problem. He has one eye and can't wrestle, dude.
Now, do we know he can't wrestle? How much wrestling is he doing?
You got to watch all his fights. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's a huge hole in his game.
Yeah.
But again, all good, man. You
good.
just have him do his thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out here winning. Or he's out here.
So you just keep him. You keep him as your entertaining badass who'll do bang.
BMF. He's a BMF guy.
Yeah.
One eye.
Yeah.
Give him the right matchup.
I like it.
Kevin Holland. Check it out, everybody. You like, you know what I'm saying? You give him that type of thing.
Yep.
Shouldn't he be allowed to, though, if he's going to come forward and be like, I know this is a disadvantage, but I'll take whatever comes with it? Like,
It's not the way the commission works, because they take liability. So say he gets head kicked, knocked out, and dies, and he gets kicked in the eye that he doesn't have, they're on the hook for it.
oh,
It's insurance. They have
Don't look. But what do you think his first sport was?
soccer.
Football.
That's soccer.
Is that what they're saying? Okay.
Yeah. You thought you had me, right? Yeah. No, it's-
American football is
Yeah.
American.
football.
he definitely wasn't playing American
He
football
got
in
kicked off the team after an
Dagestan.
argument.
Yeah, soccer. He's good footwork.
Good athlete. Tough fuck.
And then there's that controversy. I think we might have talked about it here, or maybe Shop Show,
Which one?
the shopping mall.
Oh yeah, some guy like showed affection towards his girl and he
Which
beat
you
up the
can't
guy.
do. Which you can't do in that area.
It's frowned upon out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat people up? Because
No,
they got
no, beating up was
Someone
is
was kissing
okay.
his girlfriend,
Kissing.
and then he took offense to it, and they fought.
Did you ever, when you were training, was there ever a culture of people from a certain part of the world that felt the strongest, that were just more rugged?
Yeah, American.
American.
Yeah, any other stupid fucking questions, you communist?
Is that true?
Yeah, American's the toughest I've ever gone against. What else you got, Ben?
Hey, I'm just asking. I thought maybe
American.
Russian. I don't know.
No. Only against Russians all the time. No. Americans felt the
did?
hardest. Oh yeah.
Japanese, Russians.
Sure. Ishii, bronze medal winner, cool. Americans, dude. As tough as they come.
American wrestlers.
By far. Not even close. Yeah, toughest guys by far to deal with.
They can grind.
Yeah, man.
Just asking questions, dude. Just asking questions.
Why, man?
Like just good old white guy Americans from the Midwest who wrestled.
White or black. Tough as fuck. Americans.
Okay, take it easy, bro. I was just asking a question in the air.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't
Is it safe to say you didn't go against any big Dagestanis?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Man, Russians all the time.
Yeah?
Wrestled with the Russian team in Montreal.
Yeah.
With GSP, yeah. You know who's tougher? American.
Okay. Hey, I'm just asking questions in the air. I'm a patriot. Relax.
Yeah, I don't know if you are.
No, I am, bro. I'm literally just saying.
Hey,
throwing things-
let's clear this up. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Who would win out of Sugar Merab?
Sugar.
Okay. Sugar Umar.
I got sugar.
You sure?
Let's have a conversation
Did you
about
have a little
that.
doubt in your voice?
No, I'm saying sugar, and I can break
Okay,
it down for
let
you.
me reframe this. How stoked are you going to be when our American loses to Umar or Merab?
No, I'm
How
not,
big of a party are you going to have?
no,
you
I'm not gonna.
fucking communist?
I'm not gonna have a party, dude. I'm gonna be sad. Now hold on. Let's go to that for
You know
a
what
sec.
Bo Nickel will do to Hamzat, dude?
Well, I don't know.
I do.
We got to see because Hamzat.
Hamzat what?
Hamzat.
Hamzat can't even make the fucking walk to the octagon, you fucking communist. Hamzat what, Brian?
Hamzat got some hands.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What fight? Gilbert Burns that he
Hamzat-
got beat up in, you
Hamzat got
fucking communist?
Hamzat got some hands.
Oh, which fight?
Got some wrestling too.
Which fight?
I mean, Usmar.
What? Which one? You talking about the welterweight that he beat up? That doesn't have knees?
I'm just saying.
Cat-
Usman.
Catch our boy when he's in his prime. Let me know how it goes. You beat our boy Usman when he had one fucking knee.
I'm just talking out loud, bro. You got me against the wall right now.
No, you're one of those daggy nut hunters.
No.
You're a daggy nut hunter.
Well, now let's talk about the Sand. Have we covered all the fights?
No, not yet.
No, go to Sandhagen.
Is that the last one? Or was there a fight before that?
No, that's it. Go to Sandhagen. You missed the Mackenzie Dern, whatever.
Yeah. The Sandhagen Umar Nurmagomedov, who I've been talking about for a while, telling you he's going to be the biggest problem in 35.
Yeah, hold on. Everyone's saying that? Oh, cool.
Right.
Sorry, click.
Well, he's
Sorry.
going to be the biggest problem.
Yeah.
And I think Cory Sandhagen fought the best fight he's ever fought. He did incredible. I mean, he did an amazing job.
He could have done some things better.
Well,
To win the rounds.
in terms of stuffing those takedowns, getting out of standing up right away, neutralizing the wrestling for the most part. But I think Umar got it done and put his hands on his face more. Because remember, Umar was a striker before he was a wrestler.
Yes.
Which I was surprised to see. But when you're in Khabib's camp, you're going to do a lot of wrestling. So, I think I would have said Umar's going to be the champion no matter what, but he's got his hands full with Sugar. And I think if Sugar can stop the takedown, now he's got to deal with Sugar's hands, and it's going to be.
Umar has hands too, though, doesn't he?
Got great hands. He's
He's
got
good
great
hands.
feet too. He's got
He
great feet.
outstruck Cory.
Got great hands.
Which is a
got
problem.
great feet.
Cory's a fucking savage on feet.
Savage.
He outstruck Cory.
Savage.
I much prefer Cory and Sugar to fight. That's a great fucking fight. Oh
agree.
my God.
I agree 100%.
That is such a delight. But you don't
It's a
like it
great
because
fight.
there's no daggies, huh?
No.
You communist piece of shit.
No, hold on. The biggest
go
threat
ahead.
to Sugar is
Yeah,
Umar,
there
not
you go.
Merab.
Yep, there you go.
Not Merab. But I want to see. There's a chance you'd see Merab Umar fight.
Well,
And
according
Umar-
to Dana, he said Umar gets the next title shot, which I don't agree with. He only has one win in the top 15. I know he beat number 3, but you're going to go from unranked to number 3.
But he looked so good.
Did he? He looked pretty good.
He
didn't get a finish.
Beat Cory Sandhagen.
So you just beat one guy and then get a title shot?
Sandhagen's what, number 3?
Number 2.
Yeah,
Did you see what Merab had to walk through to get to a title shot?
I understand.
You know what Sugar had to walk through? You know what fucking Aljo had to walk through? You know what Peter Yan had to walk
Still
through?
beat number 2 decisively.
Also with the fan base, like, don't you want to introduce them? Like, have them take out Henry Cejudo. Have them take out Figueiredo.
Henry's already been taken out by Merab. Henry's on the verge of retirement, probably retired. Sorry,
we need him to fight a big name. Fight Figueiredo.
you're talking about you want Umar to fight.
He has to fight. To me, and it
He
does
needs one
not
more
matter.
fight?
Yes.
But who?
Figueiredo. He's just won 3. He just beat a former world champion Chito. He beat Rob Font. He beat Cody Garbrandt.
No. I know how that goes with Figueiredo. I'm not interested in that fight. I know how that goes.
How's it go?
Figueiredo fight. Figueiredo used to fight at 125. Yes.
World champion.
Yeah. Now he's got to fight Umar. It's a bad idea.
He just
his
beat
wrestling's
Chito.
No
He
good here.
He just
gonna
beat Chito. He's not
Yeah.
a wrestler.
Yeah, I know, but he gets Umar.
He's world-class
Figueiredo's-
submissions.
Umar, that would be, Umar has to fight. I'm interested in Umar fighting Merab. I'm interested in him fighting Sugar. I'm interested in him fighting.
There's not a big case
One
study.
more other.
I disagree.
Give
Not bigger.
me the 35-pound ranking for a second.
You're not interested. How about him versus Peter Yan? Is that not a fun fight? You got to walk through fire to get a title shot.
It's a fun fight. It's a fun fight, and I think Peter Yan's been robbed a little bit, or at least the decision could have gone the other way
You
in both of these
think?
fights. Yeah, I love Peter Yan. I think though Umar is Peter Yan, but better. So
Oh, his striking's not as good as Yan's.
Yan's so good.
You said 135?
Yeah.
There we are.
Okay, we've got O'Malley. God, it's a stacked weight class. Merab, Sandhagen. I'll entertain Peter Yan. I like that. Peter Yan's a beast.
Because Figueiredo is going to go up to 4. I assume they put your boy, the Dagestani, at 2.
He's at 10 right now.
And Peter Yan stays at 3. I just think even if they rank him 2, he has to fight number 3. We just don't have big enough case study yet to give him a fucking title shot. Also, most fans aren't familiar with him. So you have him as your champ, and then the audience gets to know him what? When he's defending his title? It's a terrible idea.
But yeah, no.
And the UFC cares
there's
about
no
that.
one else to fight him. He beat the number 2 guy. You only go up from there. When Merab and O'Malley fight, we want to see if this was a fluke or the real thing. And we all know it's the real thing. Umar's got to get next in line. It's the way it goes.
It's not.
I'd
though.
like to
It's
see him
never
fight
gone that
Peter
way.
Yan, but
people complain when Alex got a front row pass, a fast pass to
when you
the
when
title.
you go from
I'll tell you why they're doing it. I'll tell you why
go
they're doing
from
it.
10 to 2 and you beat number 2 like that, you know. I mean, you give him
Okay, then what do you do with Figueiredo? He's built Rob Font. He just beat Chito Vera, and before that he beat Cody Garbrandt, former champ.
he fights Peter Yan. That's what happens.
He's at a way tougher route. Way tougher route than your guy.
I'm sorry about the route.
But you know why they're doing it, right?
No.
Oh, it's politics. They're doing it. They're doing it because the ceiling in America is we can't get any bigger. They've done everything they can in America.
Oh, they want to go
All
to
their
Russia.
growth is international.
Oh.
All their growth is international. So you have these guys.
Muslim. You have the.
Have you seen the Abu Dhabi cards?
Yeah.
They're insane.
Yes. But you know what?
And then you see the
this
fight
one
night
coming
this
up's gonna be
weekend?
insane. Yeah, it's going to be insane.
No, it's fucking terrible.
No,
you
I'm
communist.
saying the one, the 3, whatever, the one in Abu Dhabi is going to be insane.
308 is wild.
Whitaker, I mean, it's going to be fucking
Whitaker,
nuts.
Hamzat. Hopefully Hamzat makes the fucking walk this time. If he doesn't, I think his career is fucking over.
Yeah, he's got to make that walk.
The UFC's gonna be like, all right, we're out. All right, enough. You're unreliable.
He's got to make that walk.
You miss weight. You miss fights.
Yeah.
You keep talking about fucking long COVID every other
Poirier is
fucking
fighting
interview.
Holloway, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Cyril Gahn, Alex Volkov, you should get it done against
Boring.
Volkov.
How about your boy Imane Khelif?
Yeah, I
They
want
went-
to see this.
Well, he's fighting Rakic,
Rakic is a striker, isn't he?
coming off a loss.
Yeah. Rakic's a very good striker.
Sure, coming off a loss though. Imane Khelif thought he was gonna fight for the world title.
Yeah. That's what happens, bub. When they want to keep you
2.
where you are. You realize how good the guys at the top are with all this competition. You realize how fucking good Izzy Adesanya is, etc. Let's take a little break. Now, what am I wearing right now? Because
Dude.
you said that's a nifty jacket.
Yeah, dude. Did you go down to Soho and get that?
I'm glad
is
you
that
asked.
from Bel Air?
And spend $700? No.
You spent
No.
$1 million on that jacket?
No. This is a true classic shirt, and this is a true classic
And
jacket.
you think you look so good in it, you wore it in 105 degrees weather.
I have this in black, and I have this in green,
does look
and I
nice,
wear
dude.
it all the time.
I know. Their tees are the best. You guys know us with True Classic for their tees. But they offer so much more. Long shirts, hoodies, joggers. They got chino shorts. They got polo tops.
You got everything you need. They got active wear with moisture wicking, quick dry, and odor control. I'm never not in True Classic. It's just too easy to wear. It's too easy. You can get it through the mail. They get their best-selling t-shirts, hoodies, jeans in 3, 6, and 9 packs. Try that.
That's my
dude.
favorite.
You got workout gear. You got gear for like going
Look
out
fly
to dinner.
at the barbecue.
Everything.
Look fly at dinner. They
Everything.
got it all. Look great at the gym. And True Classic stands by their product. They give you 100% perfect fit guarantee, and you get easy returns. So if you're ready to unlock big savings, all right, site-wide, just go to trueclassic.com/fighter to save. That's trueclassic.com/fighter. And discover the perfect blend of summer vibes and timeless elegance with True Classic. Shop now. Elevate your wardrobe today. That's trueclassic.com/fighter.
There it is. Listen, there is something called joy mode.
Dude, you know
out
that
there.
pole vaulter with the big wiener?
Yep.
I heard he took joy mode before, then jumped on the pole.
I heard he's got joy mode, and that when you think of joy mode, think of that pole vaulter's junk, okay? Because
Yeah,
this is a pre-workout for sex. You want to get blood flow to the old joint. Joy mode has got you, and it's done with natural science-backed products, but it's not It's not nasty prescription stuff that gives you a headache and causes all kinds of
Yeah,
problems.
dude, if you are an Olympian or a UFC fighter or whatever you're doing, it's all natural. There's no reason not to take it, dude.
Look,
you don't want to go to the gas station and get those weird
That's why
sex
they created
pills.
Joy Mode, because
Yeah,
a lot of
dude.
the products are on the market are terrible, and they knew they could do better. Prescriptions come with all sort of side effects, and over-the-counter
It's
gas
easy.
station pills are
you just
sketchy.
tear open the little sack, I call it a pouch.
Yep.
You tear it open, mix it with water, you drink it like your favorite electrolyte packet. Boom, 45 to 4 hours prior to the sex, you'll notice better blood flow, better erection, firmness.
Quality
right?
and firmness.
Oh, dude, so if you're ready to spice things up in the bedroom, all right, you're ready to boost your sex game and do it naturally
code,
without
give
all
him
the
a code.
nasty prescription drugs. All right, boy, do we have an offer for your wiener. Go to usejoymode.com/fighter. Enter the code FIGHTER at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's usejoymode.com/fighter for 20% off your first order. Thanks, Joy Mode. Yeah, Umar about to get a title shot. I would like one more big fight
You
to
want him
put him
against
on the
Peter
map.
Yan?
Also, how many people watch Cory Sandhagen? Also, Cory Sandhagen ain't a household name.
No.
We know because we like the sport. Most people are like, wait, what? Who'd he fight?
I
Cory
think,
Sandhagen.
but
Okay.
Corey fought a great fight. I thought he did as well as he could in his wrestling, his ability to neutralize that wrestling, which I thought was going to be such a problem.
Towards the end.
And he said he's just so good.
good.
It's like he's just fucking so good.
I don't think you can beat Umar in a decision. I think he's just too good. I think you have to go for broke, flying knees, go for some power shots. You're going to get taken down.
So that's
You
what
gotta
you're
go
saying
for
with
broke.
yeah.
You have to. You can't sit back and try to win rounds. He's banking rounds.
You got to go for the knockout.
Also, the other thing about Umar too is I don't know. Again, we haven't seen him in major fights. What's his cardio like when he's pushed?
Umar?
Yeah,
I guarantee it's
we don't know.
off the charts.
We don't know.
Well, you do know
Is it better
because
than Merab's?
he trains in that camp with Khabib. He's not getting tired. Those guys are insane. You never see those guys get tired. You never see them get tired. I know how you're looking up, and I want you to stop looking up. I know why you're looking up. I don't like it. And I'm not going to entertain it. And I know exactly what you're thinking, and I don't approve, and I want you to stop doing that.
It's the mountains they train in. It's the mountains they train in.
They don't get tired because they
never
train at AKA, and they
They
crush
do.
themselves.
When's the last time Umar and Khabib were at AKA?
They spend time in the mountains, dude, and they work out like crazy.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything. You think every Dagestani has great cardio?
I think that they train on a level that is, it's punishing.
That's different.
Punishing.
More,
I think
more punishing than Bo Nickel or the Americans.
Bo Nickel's not a good example
Why?
because
He's
those
American.
wrestlers are insane. They're just insane. So
all wrestlers' cardio is insane? That's what you're saying?
I think those
'Cause Yoel Romero was a
those
wrestler.
Dagestanis have it down to a
Or
science.
something else, right?
And they
right.
do it.
Hey, Chin, do me a favor. Bring up how many gold medals Dagestanis won in the Olympics.
In
Well,
this
they're
year or
Russian.
all time?
I think they'd go into Russia, wouldn't they?
Sure, put under Russia.
Russians.
Just last Olympics, Summer Olympics. That's of all time.
I
You could just
Googled-
do you just do this. No, so we're talking about wrestling, right? And you brought up everything, so that's not going to help us, right? So that's very frustrating.
You're right about
So
that.
do this, Chin. Do
In wrestling.
That's very frustrating.
how many gold medals? Who has the most gold medals by country?
I don't know what you're getting at here, man. I don't know what you're getting at, but I
Because
need
you said
you to
they have
mind.
some secret science with the wrestling
I'm
program.
saying the way
And,
they
no,
train-
What I'm trying to do is bring you down to fucking earth, you communists, and show you that Americans have better wrestling on the world level.
On the world level,
Yep.
Americans have some great wrestlers.
Oh, weird. Oh, weird. So, hold on here. We have 26 more golds? Japan's number 2?
Okay.
Well, hold on. But if Dagestan, which we're including in Russia, has some secret sauce we don't know about,
No,
why are Americans winning more golds?
You're not on the. You like Khabib, but you're not on the Khabib. You're not on the goat Khabib train.
No.
No.
Level of
And I think that's fair. You're not even on the
but
Dagestani train.
Not at all. But real quick here, you kept saying Russians had some secret saucing training that their cardio is so good. Yet we dominate in wrestling as Americans.
Khabib's camp
That camp
has a
specifically.
culture. Yes.
You're talking about the one that got raided for terrorist ties? That one?
Now hold on, that's his school because
That's
there was
right.
this student there. But that camp,
Different
there's a work ethic in Khabib's camp.
That sets them apart.
Yes, that I think what is demanded of them, the strict adherence to training and living clean, is what I would say is the edge.
And you think that's only at his camp?
I think that you're going to be held to a very high standard or fall off in that camp. And I think if you're going to be, if you want to be a champion, going to Khabib's school, going to that camp is a good idea. Better than most. Why? Because you're going to get that wrestling thing squared away. You're going to be able to control somebody's body and put them on their back or take their back better than otherwise. That's what I would say. Unless you've got a pedigree like Bo Nickel. But if you don't, you're going to learn some wrestling with those guys. Your grappling is going to be off the charts. You're stroking your beard right now, and it's making me a little angry. I don't know what you're getting at here.
I'm just listening to your love for this Dagestan camp.
I'm just saying.
They're the only camp in the world that has this.
You got to give credit where it's due. Watch this. Ready? Khabib champion. Islam Makhachev champion.
Umar.
Umar, for God's
Umar. No, Usman Nurmagomedov out of Bellator, champion. Coming over to the UFC, big problem at 55, big problem.
Dude, these Dagestan's huge, bro.
You understand?
Yes, huge, bro.
You got Merab, big problem.
Big problem. He's not from there.
No, I think he's
out of New Jersey.
Yeah, but isn't Merab ultimately Dagestani?
He's Georgian.
Georgian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he also
bad example.
trains in New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay.
New Jersey.
Yes, but so I'm sorry. So then we got Umar Nurmagomedov.
You've said him twice now.
Yeah. So
But keep going.
you've got some killer Dagestanis, and they're all contenders. And by the way, and then we can talk about Ankalaev, who's also Dagestani, and we can talk about who's Shavkat? Is he Dagestani? No.
No, far from it.
Yeah. Okay, so he's better.
So you're all out. Are you done?
But that's a lot of that's a heavy field.
Now, should I rip off the American camps that have world champions? Do you want me to hurt your feelings again?
Please do. Now hold on.
Which camp?
No.
Which camp do you want me to start?
You got to
with?
give me a caveat to this.
What's the caveat?
The caveat is Dagestan's such a small place. The United States is a huge country with all those resources. So, a little something for the kid over here.
No. What resources? What fucking
The
resources?
Dagestanis
They have water, lights,
a tiny
gym?
country. How many people in Dagestan? Look up and look
I
at the
don't give
land
a
mass.
fuck.
Hey, it's
Lights,
a small,
gym, coaching. Okay, cool. All
What's
the
that?
same.
What's that?
Lights, gym, coaching, food, shower, water.
3 million people. You got 300 million people in the United States. It's an unfair comparison.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're just ripping off how many champions they have. You want me to start with Greg
in
Jackson?
a tiny place like that to put out those kind of fighters, that many, share a bullet. I mean, these guys are no joke.
Bullet's not from there. God damn it.
Yeah, he is.
No,
He's
he's not.
Dagestani. Yeah,
He's not from that camp though.
But he's Dagestani. The Dagestanis, you got to give it up to them.
They can fight.
Their work ethic, their culture. There's something about them in that tiny country that puts out some bad motherfuckers. Yeah.
Well, he's born in Russia.
But Dagestani culture. So, a little something. Put some respect on the Dagestani's name.
I think you got to
some
put
respect
some
on
American
Dagestan.
on American name.
Well, that's given, though. That's a given.
It's not though. You haven't mentioned a single fucking one, you communist.
Give me the number of Americans. Bring up all the rankings again. Let me show you something.
Just the rankings.
Show you something. I hate to do
Wait,
it.
are you winking because you're assuming there's more Dagestani champions than Americans?
No, I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So watch this. Watch this. Ready?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Where you want to start?
So
at?
let's start with let's start with no, please.
ahead.
Let me now. Alexander Volkanovski, Ilya Topuria, champion, not American. Alexander Volkanovski, not American.
Hold on, not Dagestanian. This is our argument.
Well, no, you're
not
talking about.
Dagestanian.
I'm comparing Americans to Dagestani.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, Ilya Taporia, not American. Alexander Volkanovski, not American. Max Holloway, Hawaiian, American. Brian Ortega, American. Yari Rodriguez, not American. Okay, let's just go first, top 5. Mozvar Evolve.
Hold on, this is going to take forever. Let's do
Sean O'Malley, American. Merab, not American.
No.
Cory Sandhagen, American. Peter Yan, not American.
Merab's American trained.
Not
But
American.
hold on. I'll sum all this up so we don't have to go through every weight division.
This is important.
It is important. Pound for pound. Pound for pound. Number 1, Islam Makhachev. Number 2, Alex Pereira. Number 3, John Jones, American. Number 4, Ilya Taporia, Spain. Number 5, Sugar Sean, American. Number 6, Bilal Muhammad, American. So out of your top 6, you have 3 Americans, you have 1 Dagestani.
Well, first of all, that's incredible because Dagestan only has 3 million people, so mathematically that's amazing. Second of all, Alex Pereira, you've got an Ilya Taporia, so that's not that great of a showing of a country of 300,000 people. You've got John Jones, of course, Sean O'Malley.
Oh, little caveat too.
All right.
Alex Pereira trains in America.
Yeah, but still, there is.
This was our argument.
but
You were
you're-
saying Dagestanians
I'm saying
are dominant.
put respect on Dagestan, a country of 3 million, with that kind of a
but you're making it
representation.
like they're the only ones dominating.
I didn't say that the only one's dominating. I'm saying put some respect on the Daggies.
I know, but there seems to be this
bro.
narrative that
No,
they're
bro, you're
all dominant.
You're getting into the old communist thing,
I am.
and you're accusing me of being a communist.
Yeah, you are. But the thing is
You
the
got-
pound for pound list is filled with
You're calling me a communist.
American trained.
You're calling me all kinds of names.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You're getting all patriotic on me, and I'm a patriot. Just give me.
You're
Come
not
on,
really.
dude. You're asking me for my passport and shit right now. You got me against the wall here.
I get the, I
And
get the narrative.
And there's something else going on. I know some other stuff that's going on in your head about.
Don't get me started, dude. I don't need to do.
First of all, you're mad at the Daggies for the whole terrorist raid.
No, I'm not mad at him.
Okay.
No, I have nothing. That has nothing to do with.
But
Khabib or these guys.
but you've never been on the. You're.
What? I don't subscribe that they're so dominant and they're the one-stop shop. I don't subscribe to
No,
that.
that's fair.
No.
That's fair.
No.
If you were in Bo Nichols' camp, you'd be learning your wrestling just fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
I mean, they're doing something right, clearly,
They're doing something right, clearly.
but they're not the only ones.
No. Let me ask you another question. Do you think there's any? Do you think you can get away with doing any kind of performance-enhancing drugs in the UFC nowadays?
Let me ask you this, Brian.
I'm just asking a question.
Do you believe in voter fraud? No, hold on. Before I even acknowledge this bullshit,
I mean,
let me
there's
ask you this.
always some fraud in elections.
There's always okay. So just like there's always voter fraud
Can
in
you not
elections.
turn me into? You're turning me into a left winger
Yeah,
again.
because you're a cuck.
I'm
But
just
dude,
asking a
you drive a
question.
Tesla. You're like,
No,
come
why
on,
you
this
gotta-
wouldn't be that bad. Listen, listen,
I
dude.
never said that.
Yes, you did.
Why you gotta attack me?
All I'm saying is,
Yeah.
just how there's always going to be voter fraud, definitely on the left. If there's always going to be voter fraud, and that's why all the immigrants are coming in, and we don't need valid IDs for them to vote, so they can steal
You're jumping.
so they can steal the
You're
election.
jumping over to.
Just like you don't believe that's actually
I'm
going on.
just asking.
There will never be a time that you're alive that there's not going to be PEDs involved in the UFC.
But USADA's very strict. Now they're not in the game anymore.
Even when USADA's around. The scientists who help the fighters cheat always one step ahead
This
of
is true.
USADA. Always.
Yes, it's
The scientists will always be one step ahead.
I've heard things from people that know.
Yeah, like me.
Well, and other people where it's like, oh, that person goes there for that. That's why they go there, and there are scientists over there.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
You think when you watch the Olympics, all those athletes, especially your beloved track and field, you think that gentleman that won the 100 doesn't have shit flowing through his veins?
Dude,
And here's the thing. I don't give a
I know,
fuck.
but you can't just say that.
Yeah, I can. You know how dumb you'd have to believe to think that guy just wakes up and eats Wheaties?
But
that's the
they
world,
test
Brian.
for it.
Sure. That's
They
the world,
test
dude.
for it, man.
No, it's what they do.
You think Jamaicans are?
Usain Bolt?
I'm asking. Am I naive as fuck?
Yeah, but it's all good. You're older.
Am I a naive?
But it doesn't matter. They're not hurting anybody. They're putting on Nikes.
You think everybody? So let me ask you this: in the finals of the 100, when I'm looking at all of them,
Yeah. How many?
I'm asking you.
How many are in the
I'm
100?
asking you.
How many of them running?
I think there are probably like 8.
Sure, 8.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm asking you, and I'm just going to ask you the question:
Go ahead.
are there any in that
All
100?
8. The answer's all 8.
You're not letting me finish. I mean, they're lifting weights, they're eating well, they're training hard,
Yeah. All 8.
they're taking
The
creatine.
answer's all 8.
They're all doing something.
All of them. It's track and field. There's not a sport more well known with PDs than track and field. Maybe
It's just the way it is.
bodybuilding. Yeah. But also, who gives a fuck?
Since USADA's been out of the UFC, have people been looking a little saucier, a little juicier?
I don't know. That's a
don't
good
know.
question. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I feel like some people have.
Like who?
Not going to say any names.
I bet we're thinking the same guy.
We are.
Yeah, we can't.
Some people look saucy. And it's fine. Anyway, a lot of these guys are tested up the ass. Anyway,
Yeah, the NFL Sunday, MLB, NBA,
all of it.
all of it. Why wouldn't you?
All of it.
Yeah.
They created their own drug testing thing. Yeah.
When it came out, and the UFC controls it. That's smart. When it came out that LeBron spends $1 million a year on his body. Hold on. I'm just adding this up. So that's how much a month? You ever looked up how much food
Well, that's
is?
$100,000 a month.
Yeah.
Now, hold on.
How old
Here's
is
the
he?
thing.
How old is he?
Now he's getting older. Now here's the thing.
Weird.
You to stay injury free, you need certain
HGH.
things. You need HGH.
Some other stuff.
Other cocktails.
But why wouldn't you? And if I'm the NBA, I'm covering that cost.
Yeah.
Hold on, we get 10 more years out of LeBron?
Oh, I want
He's the face of the NBA?
I want to watch him play.
Dude, you get that needle in his ass ASAP.
I've always said.
Also,
whatever.
it's basketball.
Yeah.
Who gives a flying fuck?
I agree.
I'd be roiding up Bronny right now. Hey, bud, you got a long ways to go. Needle in the ass.
Needle in the ass. What's interesting is that you do see. Hey, bring up the sprinters. Bring up the 100-meter sprinters from 1950.
A lot of white guys.
But look at like how you look when you're not lifting weights or you're not. Some black guys.
That's in the 60s. There they are. They're there. So that's the 4x100 relay team.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to look at their legs and their physique.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those guys aren't making college or high school teams right now.
No. Isn't that funny? And that's how a lot of natural bodies are. Right? I mean, they probably weren't lifting weights. They weren't doing the kind of training. But
Their legs kind of look
hilarious.
muscular, though. Their
Well, they're
legs.
super skinny.
Very skinny.
They look like, you know what they look like? The 1,500-meter runners. Now go to 1960 for a sec.
Well, then black people got involved.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Like you can see.
I mean, the picture's not going to be that great.
Also different training, right? Like it's tough to tell. It's just that before and after, people tended to look a lot less. If we could just have him standing still, that guy's muscular. That I don't know. I don't know.
Jerome. Yeah, 1960.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
People just look different now, though, and whether
do,
they're on
they do.
PDs or not.
They
You know,
do.
the level of training, the
Yeah.
diet. We know more about diet.
Everything's changed.
Yeah, and
Everything's
then you
changed.
mix in steroids. You're talking about. I'm just, I'm not even trying to be funny, but diet, complete training, resistant training.
I guess
specialty training.
for me, it's like, I guess the biggest thing would be, what if you get caught and they just there's a whole system on how to avoid that.
Yeah,
In pro
at that
sports.
level,
There's
yeah.
a whole
underground.
there's a whole
thing.
underground system.
Whole underground.
And you're not competing
You're not even
unless you
no.
do. Because I know somebody
You're not
who's
winning
training
anything.
for the triathlon, and even her coach said, "Now listen, here's the conversation we got to have. You're not going anywhere unless we do something here.
Yeah. Cycling, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
There's argument that what they do, like the Tour de France, it's more dangerous to do it naturally
That's
than
right.
not
You deplete your
enhanced. Yeah, because it's so horrible on your body, it's so taxing that they're saying when you do EPO, it actually helps, like it's healthier. Not like I was Lance Armstrong, but still.
body. But still.
No, there's reason for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There you have it, kids.
Any other brain busters, communist?
There you
You started this, dude.
Dude, I just think that you got to let me ask questions.
No, I like it.
And your boy Umar is going to get a title shot, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I disagree with it.
Yeah.
I completely disagree. You got to build the fighter. He's brand new. To the casuals, brand
Yeah.
new. Have him fight a Figueiredo, former world champ. People know him. Have him fight Peter Yan. People
Create more of
know
a
him.
highlight reel.
Yeah. He's also not getting a ton of finishes. And Khelif, why isn't he getting a title shot? Because he wrestles, a lot of decisions.
Not a lot of finishes,
They
yeah.
put him on the shelf. They make it horrible for him to get a title shot. Merab, same, not a lot of finishes. They made him walk through fucking fire.
Who did Merab have to fight? He had to fight
All sorts.
He had to
What's he
fight
on, 10 in a
Jose
row?
Aldo. He had to fight-
Everybody.
And
You
Jose
name
Aldo
him.
did a great job against him.
Peter Yan,
Beast.
Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Marlon Moraes,
Damn.
Cody Stamen, John Dotson. Look at that, dude. Compare that to homeboy, Umar. Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Marlon Moraes. Not easy, dude.
I think Umar's just been making so many waves that people have been talking about him. They've just been like, that's the guy. You know what I mean? And just what he's doing.
But look, decision,
Big jump.
decision.
That's significant. That's you have to take that into consideration, right?
It's everything, bud. To make money.
And our boy,
Look what they're doing to
our boy
Ankalaev.
Sean knocks everybody out.
Hopefully. Otherwise you get 5 rounds. It's
If you're Sean, you got to deal with Merab. You train for that pace. You train to stand
yeah, you
up.
have to train for that pace. Yeah, in hand fight, you take a page out of Corey's book. You just got to get on the feet.
Stand up,
You're not
stand
going
up,
to beat him,
stand
but again, you're not going to beat Merab or Umar by decision. All you're doing is you're going to get taken down, guarantee it. You're just fighting for that one time you get to your feet and you land the big shot. And the only way Sugar wins is by KO. You're not beating either of those guys, but
You're not stopping the takedown.
It's not. You're going to get taken down. You got a hand fight like Corey did. Give him your back. Better be good off, with someone on your back. Hand fight, get to the feet, and hopefully you land one of those Hail Marys. It's the only way you're going to beat these guys.
That's a bitch. That's a bitch.
That's my argument why Alex Pierre is number 1. He has one way to win, dude. One fucking way. He can't wrestle. It's not in his resume. He can't decide, this guy's got on the feet. I'm going to take him down. He can't. It's literally not an option.
Too many.
He can only knock you out, and he's knocking everybody out at the highest level. Islam can go, I'm doing pretty well on the feet. I'll keep it on the feet. It's not going my way. I'm going to wrestle. He can win. Umar, I can wrestle. I can win. All those guys.
Yeah.
Alex has one way to win, and he's doing it at the highest level. That's why he's number 1.
Yeah.
Level of difficulty. And they know exactly what he's doing. Okay. I don't have to worry about takedown. All I got to worry about is hands. That's it, dude. And feet. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And he's winning, knocking them out at the highest level. What's more challenging? What's more challenging?
Knocking somebody out.
And you're known for your left hook. What's he knocking people out with? His left hook. Not shooting doubles, no singles, not mixing it up.
No.
You know exactly what he's going to do, and he's still winning. Islam against Dustin, you're like, man, I bet he's going to wrestle. Nope, mix it up. Threw a curveball. Good striking. Got it done. Alex doesn't have that option.
Right.
That's what's impressive.
Yep.
What else you got, Jen?
Guys, you can fish and make a fortune? How about that? You can literally go fish at the best place on the planet to fish, which is right outside Ketchikan, where we were.
talking about
at
Alaska?
Sportsman's Cove Lodge.
Bro, you talking about that Surge Showdown?
Dude, it's
at the lodge?
This is a game-changing event. It promises excitement, competition, camaraderie, unforgettable moments. We had such a blast. They will take you to where the fish are.
My son had the best time of his life.
You can compete
loves
for
it.
$25,000 worth of cash
Go
prizes.
to alaskasbestlodge.com. Also use the code TFATK at checkout for 10% off your trip. All right,
Yep.
buy one, get one, limit of one.
Very,
per
very
person.
limited availability, by the way. Very limited. But you can see why.
AlaskasBestLodge.com. Dad, take your kiddos. I'm telling you, it's the best thing I've done with my son.
You'll get addicted. Trust me, I think about it all the time. Compete for $25,000 worth of cash prizes and a $25,000 grand prize.
You know how many fish can buy with 25 grand?
A lot. AlaskasBestLodge.com. I'm still eating halibut.
Current events.
Current events. Current events.
Kirkers.
I write them down as curs on my notes. That's why.
Did
Did you want to do this or no?
Pawpaw?
This one, what?
You called him Pawpaw?
Dude, no, this was so weird. So Bill Maher had the Huck 2 girl on his podcast and was like, it was kind of creepy because he was like, you know, you got to piggyback on this fame. You got to do something longevity. You ever thought about doing a sex podcast? And she's all, she's so uncomfortable.
So it was just awkward, just an awkward.
You felt bad for this girl. Bill Maher knows what he's doing, right? But what is she doing on a political podcast? Like, and the people are like, oh, she's so stupid. It's like, no, it's just not her lane. I don't know if she's stupid.
No, she's just a gal.
Yeah,
man.
it's on Bill
There's
Maher.
So much
like, why
attention
would
for
Bill?
this.
Why would you bring her on?
Yeah, that's
when you're a
strange.
political analyst.
It's very
and then
strange.
You're like, well, how would you solve Ukraine? And she's like, oh, what?
Strange.
She's a young college girl.
Yeah, very, very strange
Most college kids
guest.
have no fucking clue.
Right.
And he's like, you need to capitalize on this fame you have. Have you ever thought about doing a sex podcast because you're known for it? She's like, she's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, poor girl.
Goddamn, Bill.
She's a kid.
Yeah.
You know.
What else you got, Jen?
There you go.
Here's a good one. On American Airlines, this passenger had a meltdown, and there's video of it mid-flight. They had to literally land the plane because he's like hitting on one of the flight attendants, but then ends up taking it to a different level.
Video shows flight staff
Where's
trying
Brendan
to
Schaub when
control
you need
a
him?
screaming man locked in the bathroom.
know. Do you have his
in
boner out?
American Airlines flight between Seattle and Dallas in mid-July.
Hey, did you record that?
That man is identified in a federal grand jury indictment filed Wednesday as 26-year-old Eric Gapko of New
might
Jersey.
be on drugs.
Documents saying
It
he
said he was hitting a vape pen before the
intimidated
flight.
Flight attendant.
That's all they
Yeah,
said.
he's
Tried to
probably
open the
doing
aircraft
mushrooms as
exterior
well.
doors multiple times mid-flight, vaped on board, and bothered other passengers.
You say potato, I say potato.
Where video shows Salt Lake City police
He's
escorted
high as
Gapko
shit.
He's high. He's
into
on.
jail.
I'm the new generation.
Yeah, he's just not well. I mean, this is what happens when you do mushrooms or acid on a plane. It's just gonna you're gonna freak out.
At what point did his shirt come off?
Who knows? He
He
just,
might have ripped it off.
I don't know
He
what happens.
allegedly asked one of the stewardess for sex.
Do you get banned for life
Yeah.
from the
I
airline?
don't, for life, that's harsh, right?
No, he's probably just not.
Also, trying to open the windows tough though.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to open the door.
Can't have you on the plane.
Nah, man.
Now, if he was on a substance, then but
We can't have it.
not-
Yeah. Greyhound bus for that, man.
Yeah, I got another one for you guys. So the Bills, they're such a fun NFL team, and they were recently talking to Josh Allen about like what players that really stand out. They brought up this guy, Mac Hollins. He apparently doesn't wear shoes while doing anything.
You in practice?
Yes.
He plays football without cleats,
Yes.
and he's on the fucking Buffalo Bills.
Yes. That's what they're talking about. They're like, well, we call him Tarzan. He runs around practice. He doesn't wear shoes. And they asked him about it, and he's like, I think shoes are a tool, and people have made them a part of their body, Hollins said.
Oh no, he does
calls
wear
them foot
cleats
prisons.
because he has to, and he calls them foot prisons.
When he has to wear them, that's what he calls them. But during practice and stuff, he's just barefoot. I don't know.
He says shoes are just a tool. He goes, you don't see me carrying a hammer around. All right, man. He must be pretty fucking good for them to put up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Bills just have some interesting players,
Shoeless Mac.
We got another one here. RFK Jr. He's dumped a dead bear in Central Park. And there's just this bizarre video of him and explaining it. And I
With
think it's a
Roseanne.
clip.
RFK,
disappeared.
I was going to say he kind of fell off, right?
Well, he's no longer, in the running, so
Like it's not nothing, right?
there's no point.
People thought he had a chance, so he was like going viral. And then once you realize, oh, you're
When
not part of the
these
1-2
political
powerhouses.
operatives, it's like talking to a guy who knows UFC who doesn't. The political
Yeah, you
operatives
and me.
go, they're like, what?
He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, they just go,
But he dumped this bear thing. This thing is like 10 years old, this story.
Both parties don't want him in the mix. Also,
Because they steal
throw it
votes.
off.
Yeah, they throw off the votes.
So both parties have been. They're like, no. And so what happens?
Yeah, when people are like, "Oh, I hate whatever Biden, I'm voting for RFK," I'm like, "Well,
yeah.
Right.
that's not going to help."
And the press will oblige. The press has been lockstep with the Democrats. It's incredible. You can't find anything on Kamala that's bad. It's just amazing.
Isn't it crazy? She went from the most hated person, and now they're like, "No, we've always loved her." Like, holy,
She got 1%
literally
of the primary vote.
Literally
1%.
in 2 days, it's just boonk.
1% of the primary vote.
It's crazy how dumb. But people are like, "Dude, they're right. We've always loved her." I'm like, "What?"
Interesting.
I've never met a single person who fucks with her. Now all of a sudden, she's the belle of the ball.
It's hilarious. All right.
Is it illegal him dumping a dead bear in the forest or in the park?
It wasn't. It's not good. And it just another weird thing about him. You like the brain worm thing, and I don't know. But the video is of him when Roseanne.
He said, "I thought it'd be a good idea to drop the dead bear in the park and make it look like he got hit by a bike." No one is thinking that bear died by getting hit by a bike. Let me see the video. Is he joking around?
Woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it.
Oh, he
Oh,
didn't
it's just
kill
someone else killed it then.
So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear, and it was very good condition, and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. And you can do that in New York State. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear. And so then we went hawking, and I had the bear in my car. And then we had a really good day, and we went late. We were catching a lot of game, and the people really loved it. So we stayed late, and instead of going back to my home in Westchester, I had to go right to the city because there was a dinner at Peter Luger's Steakhouse. And at the end of the dinner, it went late, and I realized I couldn't go home. I had to go to the airport. And the bear was in my car, and I didn't want to leave the bear in the car
Okay, this doesn't seem too bad then.
because that would have been bad. So then I thought, at that time, this was a little bit of the redneck in me. There'd been a series of bicycle accidents in New York. They had just put in the bike lanes. And so a couple of people had gotten killed, and it was every
feel like she's
day,
listening.
People had gotten badly injured. Every day it was in the press.
She's all.
And so I thought,
It's like she's the mom and he's telling her something he did bad at school.
thought this was a good idea. And I said, I
for
have
saying
all
bar.
in my car that
You just realized that?
Did. I just realized that.
Central Park, and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. It'll be funny for people.
Not as bad. I thought he killed a bear and
so
then said
funny.
the.
Yeah.
It's just a weird.
By the way, everybody, I don't know why I haven't brought this up, but I got to start doing my dates earlier.
Okay.
I'm in Toledo. Funny Bone, August 16, 17. Sorry for that head. And then come see me in Plano, Texas. Plano, right near Dallas, at the House of Comedy, September 6, 7, 8. All right, keep going. I just had to do that.
This is a fun little viral clip. This high school kid, Kade Johnson, wasn't feeling too great during his game, and he's a pitcher, and they caught this on camera.
There's music, so I can't play it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he legit was like, yeah, no, I vomited. I wasn't feeling
Oh,
really
my fucking God, that's amazing. Wow. And still through.
Jesus Christ.
Dude.
Did he finish the game or
Oh,
did they
my
pull him
God.
after that?
I don't know.
Savage.
Fuck, what a savage.
Look at that.
He threw a puke ball.
I bet the,
First barf
I bet the
ball ever.
batter's like, what the fuck?
God,
Insane how I've turned viral overnight.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, yes,
that's
I was sick.
amazing, bro.
Boom.
You just threw the fuck up.
I
Wow.
wonder if they counted it. I wonder if like, hey, dude, you can't barf and throw a fucking ball.
That's a lot of
That's a
barf.
ton of
I
bars,
assume,
though.
yeah, that's a lot of liquid. He's probably down in like a bunch of Gatorade before he went out there trying to feel
Gotta
better.
Suck.
I bet they didn't count it. Probably pulled him from the game too, yeah?
This one is
Is there a
just,
Tom Cruise thing?
well, this one, we can do that too. This one speaks for itself. This is a Kobe Bryant.
Wow. Did my son draw that?
That's a really
It's in
bad.
Mexico.
Bro, that ain't no Kobe. What? My man Kobe like that, bro. That ain't no Kobe Bryant.
He said, why do
That looks like an
my
alien
man
with
like
bad
that?
teeth.
There ain't no Kobe Bryant. But it's the thought that counts. Dude, why'd they do Kobe like that?
Man,
Fuck.
it's terrible.
Yeah, but
Those are some crazy teeth.
That's so bad.
Kobe mural. Yeah.
So you want the Tom Cruise one, bro?
you want to see
Yeah, I
that?
guess. What's going on with him?
He's planning a big stunt for the closing ceremonies, guys.
Making it about him.
Here we go. You know, he's American. You love that though, right?
Gotta love it.
Here we go again.
Hold on. I could give two fucks about Tom Cruise, but go up to the right, Chin. It says Olympic gold medalist, Olympic swimmer kicked out of Olympic Village for inappropriate behavior.
Luana.
Blaine, 20-year-old athlete who retired from the sport
Alonso.
after she failed to advance over heat. We have to live for creating an inappropriate environment. Her presence created an inappropriate
She's
atmosphere within team.
impossibly hot.
We thank her for proceeding. Instructed she left on her own free will. All right, keep going. Okay,
Yeah, well,
what's happening here?
what have we?
We got to figure this out.
Jesus.
She's
Yeah.
Olympics.
They all do
She's
that.
Oh, do they?
They get to go
She's
there.
From Paraguay.
Right a passage.
Keep going down, Chin.
The
Let's see
men
what-
have some good bodies. I'll
I'll just
give
Google
that.
her name so you can see her picture.
Hold on, let's see why she got kicked out though. Go up to say.
Having sex with a lot of people, hopefully.
Oh, wait. She was staying at the Olympic Village despite an after retirement from the sport. Alonso had spent time in Disneyland instead of supporting her teammates.
She
Oh,
was,
she
was
didn't kicked
distraction
out for being
wearing
awesome.
skimpy clothing
She's
and
a
socializing
distraction.
with other athletes. I think she's awesome.
You see that? Distraction for wearing skimpy clothing.
Yeah, well, I say keep her there. I think this is an outrage.
Well, she retired, but then she was like not supporting the team.
Yeah, but
Keep going down.
like she's a world class athlete and she looks like that. So like, I'll tell you, some of the men, right, Sanaz,
Don't.
right? I mean, they're just the best looking. I've never seen bodies like that. That French swimmer?
Oh, I already know who you're talking
What
about. I
the
don't know his-
Oh, the guy who's all tatted up.
No, he's just like this gorgeous French dude.
Get back to the hot girl. God damn it, dude.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, I'm just look at
She
her.
turned off her. Well, that's
Yikes.
30 weeks ago, though.
I mean, come on.
Did she
She's
go to
hot.
her latest
Yeah.
one? Did she turn off all comments or just that one?
These are pinned, so that's a long time ago.
Oh,
Let's go to
interesting.
here.
Yeah,
This is
well,
the
I'm
most
a fan.
recent,
I'm
7
a
days ago.
huge fan, and you'd never know it right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
In
don't-
that
Giant
suit.
fan.
Yeah, don't wear that, right?
Yeah, but I mean, she's a real.
Now
athlete.
they did always wear those onesies.
No
Every year there's like a new,
new
study.
suits.
They get
Yeah.
more because they want to be like seals, right?
Yeah.
Because they need it's,
Cut down
the
on
men's
drag.
suit's supposed to
Yeah.
be faster. Yeah,
Cut down
they're
on that.
hairless too.
She's something else.
Para poder hidratarme y seguir con mi entrenamiento. Hoy tocó día de potencia, que es mi favorito, que es súper.
We don't know what she's saying, so. But her comments are disabled.
Yeah, go back to her like on the beach and stuff, doing like life stuff. You know, that's
You
cool.
want to see? You want to make
Oh,
sure
wow.
she's. You want to make
Knows
sure.
how to ride a
she's-
jet ski.
Want to make sure she's beaching properly.
Oh, on a camel.
Yeah.
She retired though, Brian. No longer your favorite swimmer.
Damn it! I'm not gonna watch swimming anymore. Yeah, whatever you do, don't go to the hot guy section. Swimming. Those guys are ridiculous.
All right, man, I'm out of here. Is that it?
But I was just talking about muscular guys again.
Yeah. They're all
Big
right,
boys
man.
too, big boys.
All right.
Every bit as big as you are. Some of them. You know that. Yeah.
Some of them, they're built like stingrays, all shoulders.
Some of the sprinters have big legs. I was very surprised.
Really? Hell
Yes.
yeah, they do. It's all meat.
Yeah.
They need all the power.
All meat.
All meat steroids.
Got
what
big
is
flutter
it?
muscles. Big flutter muscles.
Steroids to do that.
Guys, Funny Bone, August 16, 17, and then I got Plano, Texas, September 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, when you get to Texas, tell them how Dagestan's better in America.
And then I got Comic Strip
Open with that.
in Alberta, and I got just Fort Wayne, Indiana. Go ahead, guys. Go to RyanCallen.com for tickets. Drive fast, all gas. Drive fast, all gas.
3 weeks left. Unfortunately, Dagestanis can't enter to win this. It's only in America. We're doing this giveaway, Brian.
Yeah.
Drive fast, all gas. 3 weeks left. The tan shirt I'm rocking, we're just dropping this week, hopefully. We have kids gear coming, but it's drivefastallgas.com to win the truck. The winner will be selected August 31st, less than 3 weeks. Get you some. Love you guys.
Before we leave, though,
Yes, sir.
I just want you to know that the Bilal Muhammad's belt wrap video did 22 million views on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, and we bet that. We bet on the Instagram
Well,
clip?
I need to see my money, motherfucker.
Wait. No.
Because I said it's going to be watched more than anything else. And it's
you said the
huge.
pay-per-view, Woogie. You're so fucking
I don't
younger.
remember. I don't remember what I said exactly.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Pay me for Biden dropping out of the race, which you said he wouldn't.
I don't
'cause you're
know
a
if I
woke
bet on
cuck.
that.
You did bet on it.
No,
We have video
all right,
of it.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
so pay me on that.
Yeah.
And then this isn't real, right? Because we bet on pay-per-view sales.
No, I think we bet on like our views in general, and I need to see my money.
No, that's the
Because a lot of people watch this.
but-
22 fucking million. Give me my money, Jack.
No, that's not what we bet on. But who would bet who's going to get more Instagram views?
I probably said that. I can't remember.
You might have.
I might have said that.
Yeah, you might have.
I might have said that.
You might have.
Either way, guys, we'll see you in a little bit.
We'll
Come
call it
see me.
even.
Yeah.
You owe me on the Biden bet. I guess I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But all right.
If we have Bilal on, you ask him about it.
Yeah, and we'll have Bilal on, hopefully. All right.
All right.
All right, kids. Later.